What's going on? It's Chris, the Dating Dog. Hey, you know what you got to do? You got to click like and subscribe. Support my videos, okay? I am not the type that's just going to talk about the same old narrative and what pill you taking and whatnot. So the reason I'm doing this video, and by the way, I don't have my computer yet. I'm doing all of this by phone. I'm going to talk about why Amber Heard is great for the sphere, especially nowadays when we have all kinds of repetitive narrative from other creators that down woman. Well, now you have a woman herself who is exposing what's going on when it comes to false allegations, when it comes to the generalizations that abuse only happens to women. Now what you're doing is Amber Heard being exposed to the public, right? It's number one news is exactly the output that the sphere needs. That is the change that is needed in the sphere. And what I laugh about is you can have all kinds of YouTube coalitions, you can have all kinds of live panels, you can have all kinds of drama on that one show. You know what I'm talking about, the one where people pull out arms. And I'm not talking about these kind of arms. They're out there fighting, looking like Jerry Springer. No, there is no output. There is no change to the narrative. What we want is some sort of event that's going to change the multiverse of the manosphere, okay? I had to wait until the video because the algorithms, YouTube doesn't like that word for some reason, which is ironic, right? Because there's all kinds of empowerment for women. Amber Heard is doing it for us. Okay, when you talk about the fact that Johnny Depp, he lost his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost money due to false allegations of abuse. And that's money lost. And on top of that, you had this narrative. When the Rolling Stones article came out from Amber Heard, where, oh man, he's just a bad individual. He's a monster. I can't believe he did that to Amber. Meanwhile, she's starring on Justice League. She was on Aquaman and looking squeaky clean as the victim. Now you flip it around and you're starting to see a woman who in some ways has no remorse for what she did, right? I even saw a clip where Amber Heard, after Johnny Depp's mom passed, she's trying to get an argument out of Johnny Depp instead of trying to be there for him. We already know the other stuff that happened. She number two'd on the bed, right? We know about how she faked that she was bleeding by using nail polish around her nostrils, right? So this is a woman who went that far along to destroy a man's career, life, mental health, etc. So let's take it back to what the sphere does. The sphere is all about the same old echo chamber, right? But what's ironic is that it's women that are taking the sphere to a whole nother level. Whether they're tripping up on their own false allegations, I'm a victim, and the ones that are causing abuse and gaslighting their partner kind of benefit, or you're starting to see on YouTube a lot of women that are getting into the manosphere. Now, I'm very inclusive, okay? I'm all about, hey, let's bring in some beneficial ideas, but I do find a little bit of irony that the manosphere is in some ways starting to become dominated by women that are making sense. Okay, there's a little bit of a risk there, because what you're looking at is basically the Boy Scouts being invaded by a woman, right? You want to be inclusive, but after a while, it loses its name. So, do you think that Amber Heard is benefiting the sphere? Okay, right now as you watch this, keep in mind that eventually this court case will have to close and the judge will announce whether Amber Heard is found guilty or not. This is kind of like a time capsule video. We're not going to have any kind of watch riots. I don't think men are going to go on the streets and start causing a fire and breaking into small businesses and whatnot and destroying and looting. But it's going to send a strong message either way. If she is found not guilty, it's going to send a real strong message that no matter how strong and independent a woman thinks she is, she will use the victim card to her advantage. If she is found guilty, this sends a message that yes, men can be victims of abuse. Yes, it is not right to falsely accuse a man of all these atrocities and things that he supposedly did to you. It's going to make women think twice about, oh, wait a minute, this isn't right. And that's the kind of output we need from this fear. That is what we need. If you really want to see change, you don't get on here and cause all kinds of drama, because then that means you're really just here for the bag instead of change. So let me know what y'all think. Do you think Amber Heard is benefiting this fear because now she is drawing it out there to the mainstream on what toxic woman can do? Or do you think it's one of these where in the end, she's really not changing the dynamic? Men and women are just going to continue this divisive narrative, and, dating's just going to get worse. Women are just no longer going to take a self-accountability. You let me know, comment below. It's Chris the Dating Dog signing out. Peace.